Solomon Kabumo here from Ghana. I'm currently in Accra here. And we are starting a new series in my YouTube channel. And today we will be interviewing in this series a lot of mathematicians from different African countries that will tell us their story in mathematics. You have probably heard someone saying mathematics is difficult. I hate mathematics, but I'm lucky to be surrounded by a lot of mathematicians, people that have PhD, people that have master degree in mathematics. So we'd like to hear from their story. Where did they start with math, and what was the motivation, and why do they think people are afraid of math? Why are they not afraid of math? I have people that have 3 master degrees in STEM, in mathematics. So and today we have a special guest that we'll be meeting very soon. I just wanted to welcome you in this new series, and I hope that we follow every single one of them. Okay, let's get started. Today our guest is just behind the door. Oh, hello you. Yeah, I'm good. Nice to see you. Yeah, can I get it? Oh, that's been a while. Oh, thank you. Hi, Dimby.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah. Welcome once again, Dimby, for the opportunity to talk to you. It's really a privilege to be in this room with you. So, as I told you, we are planning to hear from you. What is your story in mathematics? I know that you have probably heard people in Madagascar, your country, or outside there saying that mathematics is difficult. They hate mathematics. I was recently somewhere here in Accra, and I met a little girl that was telling me that she hates mathematics. And seeing someone like you having master degrees in mathematics, so that's actually the purpose of this time that we'll be spending together. But first, can you tell us a little bit about you? Who are you, for people that are watching you? Where are you from? And yeah, just some summary about you.
Yeah, thank you for hosting me. I'm originally from Madagascar. You can call me Dimby.
Okay.
Just Dimby. Yeah.
But what is the full name?
Yeah, the full name is very long, so
I guess, yeah.
yeah, so you can just call me Dimby.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm a student here at Accra doing the machine learning program AMI, and I've done AIM South Africa last year, and before that I've got a master's degree in mathematics, pure mathematics in Madagascar. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So if I get it right, you have 2 master degrees already?
Yeah, the first one is a research master degree, and
Okay.
the second one is a structured master's degree from AIMS.
Okay. And now you are doing a 3rd master degree?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
and all of them are in mathematics?
Yeah. Yeah, but this one is machine learning.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's more applied, not
Applied
like
mathematics.
the previous one.
Okay. So let's get started directly. So I don't know what happens usually in Madagascar or in your country, but for example, in Congo, in the Department of Mathematics, there's usually 11 people or 10 people, and most of those people, how did they find themselves in that department? Because they wanted to do some other department, but there were no place, or they came late, and by default they found themselves in the mathematical department, or they were trying to go to polytechnic schools or stuff like that, but they got rejected, or somehow they didn't have any choice. They say, okay, let me look at this mathematical department and see what happened. How did you get yourself into mathematics? Are your parents mathematicians, or your sisters? Who pushed you, or what did you get that motivation to do mathematics?
Yeah. So let me tell you the story of my mathematics from my childhood.
Yes, please.
So from secondary school, before the high school, I didn't take mathematics seriously. I just think this is just a toy or something like that, mathematics. But as far as I grow up, I see that it's getting difficult, getting more difficult and more difficult. And honestly, I didn't like mathematics. I hated it.
Oh.
And the first time I failed in class is mathematics.
Okay.
And yeah, so starting from high school, I started to enjoy mathematics. I started to like it.
Wait a minute. How can you move from hating mathematics to enjoying mathematics? What happened in the middle?
Yeah, I don't know, but
Okay.
in the first year of high school, it seems like the lecturer, the professor could explain the mathematics very clearly in the way that I really understood it.
Okay.
That's why I liked it. Yeah, but in the last year of the high school, I always failed. I don't know what happened. I always failed. And in my baccalaureate, the only subject that I failed is mathematics.
Okay.
The only subject that I failed is mathematics. But after finishing my baccalaureate, I tried to do examination, a lot of examination, but I failed to all of them. I only taken in the mathematics department. I don't know what the reason of that. And I was kind of discouraged because this is the thing that they failed in the baccalaureate, but I'm going to do it then because I had no choice. It seems like I was kind of just pushed to do the mathematics. Yeah. So starting from the first year at the university, I see that I am not so bad as I thought in mathematics. Compared to other students, it seems like I have a fairly good level in mathematics compared to them. So I continued, and I tried to explore, and I passed the first year. I was among the first 20 students in the final examination.
How many were you?
Yeah, we were about 300 students.
In mathematics?
Yes.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was among the 20 students. So what I thought for the first year of the university is just I will do this for 1 year and I will do again the examination for the polytechnic things and I will go there. I will leave this mathematics.
Okay.
But when I did it, seems like I enjoyed it.
Wow.
And I want to continue. And
Wow.
then I continue the second year and it just goes like that. And before entering the third year, we had a choice whether doing applied mathematics or pure mathematics. So I was just attracted by the pure mathematics. I don't know why. But people say that don't go there. You will have to go back to applied mathematics. You will fail there. But I just did it. And I could do it. I got a good result at the end.
Wow.
So finishing the bachelor degree, that only 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So finishing that, I just continued with mathematics, and from that I started to try to find a job just to fund my study.
Okay.
So I was teaching mathematics for secondary school students, like grade 8, grade 9. And after finishing that year, I was talking to a professor at the department, and I chose to do my research project with him. It was in differential geometry.
Okay.
And I spent 1 year to do that. Actually, the first half of the year was like a taught class, but
Okay.
the second half is
Research.
a research.
Okay.
Yeah. So I graduated from 2018.
Okay.
I got my master's degree, and after that, during the research project, I applied for AIMS.
Okay.
During I did my
How did you came for people that may be listening to you talking this, listen to AIMS? What is AIMS?
AIMS, the African Institute for Mathematical Sciences. So it's actually they see people finishing 4 years degree and then trying them mathematical subject and other applied mathematics.
Okay.
So there are 5 locations for AIMS.
Okay.
So far Cameroon. I left Cameroon. So I applied for the AIMS program. Normally we should apply for AIMS just after finishing the fourth year of the university. But I finished I tried to finish my master's degree before applying for AIMS. So I got accepted to AIMS.
Wow.
And I did the 1-year program. And what I did at AIMS is I always tried to go away, to run away from the applied mathematics things.
Okay.
Whenever we choose, whenever in each block, I try to choose the pure mathematics part.
Okay.
I always try to run away from the applied part because I'm not really in the field of applied mathematics.
Okay.
But and even my essay project at AIMS, I did the pure mathematics. I chose a functional analysis topic with a professor at Stellenbosch University, South Africa, and after finishing the defense, there was a presentation at AIMS, a presentation about machine learning, and that one, after the presentation, I see that this thing is very important, and this is just a simple application of mathematics.
Yeah.
So why shouldn't they go for this one? Because in the mathematics you are like enjoying the theory, you don't know where to apply it, you just do the research, you just do the theoretical part. But anyway, I enjoyed it. Yeah. But after attending that presentation, I see that this is the most important thing I should do. I should apply my mathematics knowledge to this one. Yeah, but that time I thought it was already too late for me to go to apply mathematics. Yeah, but like 3 months after that, I received a letter of acceptance from the Army program here.
Wow. So that was like a dream coming true.
Yeah, it was like a dream coming true.
Yeah.
I was trying to go to apply mathematics.
Yeah.
I thought it was too late already, but I just got a letter of acceptance from the Army programs. I'm doing machine learning now. I see it's very, very important.
Wow.
And I really like it.
Thank you very much, Dimby, for such a long story. And I hope that the viewers are enjoying, because this is not a story from a book, it's your personal life, and you are there. And it is nice to be kind and telling us all the story from your high school. How did you get into the mathematical department, and how did you do your research project, your research master back in Madagascar, and how you were teaching side to be able to fund as well your study for your research, and how you got accepted to AIMS, which is the African Institute for Mathematical Science. From what you said, you were at AIMS, the location was South Africa, I think Cape Town, and now you are here at Accra doing the African Master of Machine Intelligence, which is a master degree that allows bright African man to be trained in state-of-the-art techniques and to be able to become machine learning expert. And from what you said, I could see that you are happy with your choice. If you were given an opportunity back then, let's say that they bring you backward and they ask you between choosing polytechnics and choosing again mathematics, would you do the same choice?
That's a difficult question.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah. So if I got an opportunity, I see that the way I follow is not bad at all. It's the right one.
Okay.
It's the right one. I see. Yeah. But that time, if you gave me an opportunity that time to choose, I wouldn't go to.
I mean, like they just bring your current version of you in the past.
Okay. Yeah. the past. So now, do you mean now?
Yeah. Now they ask you to choose. It's not likely, but they just take you as you are. They bring you back those years back, and they give you again a choice. Will you choose back mathematics, or you
Yeah,
go for
yeah.
polytechnic?
I see that mathematics is better for me.
Okay.
I see.
But as we are getting our talk and our first contact with you, definitely we may get back to you. Maybe if some viewers have questions or something like that. But I would like you. You said that you were enjoying mathematics. How can you say such things? Some people, if they were here, they could slap you. I'm sorry for that, but they say, how can you say that I enjoy mathematics? What do you find? What is in mathematics? What is useful? There's some people, the only thing that they know about mathematics is, let's say we are calculating this big calculation, but what do you find beautiful inside mathematics? Can you try to tell us? Because we are confused now. It's normal for someone saying that I love music. I like music. It makes sense because music are nice to to hear. But you like mathematics. Why?
Yeah. I think that for mathematics is slightly different. You cannot enjoy mathematics if you just look from outside.
Okay.
If you don't get inside, you will not see that this is very beautiful. Mathematics is very nice. If you are inside, you will see that. But if you look from outside, you see that this gives me headache, like something like that.
Okay.
But if you go inside, if you do it, if you really do it, you will see that it's very.
I like that answer. So when you are inside that, you will see the beauty of that. That's
you can never see the beauty of mathematics from outside.
Yeah.
You can never see that.
But according to you, as we are ending, what is the main reason a lot of people, a lot of young girls, young men, have been discouraged? Yourself, you were in that position, unless up to the level you reach, you come to contact with a new professor. I don't know. We already thanked that professor because I don't know if you are still in contact with him, but apparently he played a crucial role in your choice of mathematics, because I'm thinking from your presentation and your talk that it looked like it's from him that you start getting into the math, because you were an outsider as well. You were not liking math definitely because you were looking at it from far. And from what you said, that professor was explaining it clearly in such a way that you could understand the math and you start enjoying the beauty of it. So, do you think that having the right professors will be a key for Africa to build a passion for mathematics? Or do you think that there are some kind of people that have been chosen by God to be in love of mathematics? How does it? What is your viewpoint?
Yeah, definitely. Like, if the professor doesn't really know how to explain the mathematics, students are just like getting headache. Like they are just doing it by force. They're just doing the mathematics by force. They cannot enjoy it if the professor doesn't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
So maybe, as for me, the reason why people hate mathematics is because of the pedagogy. People teaching mathematics, they don't really have pedagogy. Most of them, they don't really know pedagogy. They don't really know how to explain. They don't really know how to teach.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. I don't know the reason. I don't know the reason why they're like that. But the professor was graduated from the École Normale Supérieure. So they're
Okay.
They're really trained for teaching. So it's very
Wow. Thank you very much for that insight and your advice. And I don't know if there is any last thing that you would like to say to our viewers. I can assure you that there is high probability that someone is following you and he hates mathematics.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like it at all. If you talk about history, we can discuss French. You can discuss, if you talk about maybe some other, courses, you can discuss. But when you start speaking about mathematics, is he become mad. So what can you tell to that person? But before we read to that, if I don't ask you this question, I'll have a problem for viewers. What is the use of mathematics?
Yeah.
Come on, what am I going to use mathematics for?
Yeah.
Can you, I know that you may have a lot to say, but just give us 2 points where you think that mathematics is a useful tool for Africa or for the world or for young Africans. Why can someone bother to know mathematics? Is it for coming and going to teach high school students or what? Why mathematics?
Yeah. The difficult thing is that as far as I see my experience before, you never see the application of mathematics until you get to the university. Because during the high school, you are just doing it, just like a service, like just a task to do. You don't know the application. Maybe you know some application in physics and something like that, but you see mathematics just theoretical. You don't know the application. But once you reach the university, you see that this is application of mathematics. And now, when doing this machine learning program, I see that mathematics is everywhere. Whatever you do, mathematics contributes to whatever.
An example. I would like to have practical example. Go on and say whatever someone is contributing.
So, when I say statistics, I always think that also mathematics. So, I want to say that. But the most obvious application is statistics.
Okay.
So whenever you need mathematics to like kind of evaluate, for example, the growth of the people in the world, for example, you need you have to apply mathematics to do that, because there are lots of uncertainty there. You don't know how many people are dying every day, how many people are give birth every day.
Yeah.
So you don't know really exactly how many people are in the world. So even counting the number of people in the world, you apply mathematics for that. And that's important. You need to know. Yeah, that's important.
Thank you very much for that. I hope that someone has got something from this. Any last word for the viewers?
Yeah. My last word is that I encourage everyone to do mathematics. Yeah, if you choose a scientific subject, if you choose to be scientific, do mathematics. Don't just look from outside. But if you get inside, you will see that this is just like every subject. It's not different. Okay, yeah.
Thank you very much, Dimby. It was a pleasure talking with you. And looking forward to the future. I hope that in a few years, definitely we'll have a full PhD in mathematics or in machine intelligence, no one knows. But yeah, it was nice talking to you, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Yeah, thank you very much.